If you go to google.com, you can use google.com for all kinds of searches, but did you know that you can use special techniques to find more specific information? For example, maybe you're interested in PDF files, then you can say file type :PDF with whatever you're searching for. So for example, let's say we search for Linux, then we get all kinds of PDFs related to, in this case, Linux. So you'll see I can click on them, and you'll see it results in all kinds of PDF files. So all we did is add file type :PDF to the file, and you can search for any file. For example, maybe you are searching for a doc file, Microsoft Doc, and you'll see then it results in doc files as search results. So you can search for different file types in this way. You can search a specific site. For example, let's say we're searching only linux.org for something. So type site :linux.org, and all your searches will be on that specific website. So whatever you search for, let's say USB, all the search result will now be on linux.org. So that's site : with your site name. Now you can also search for websites that have something in the URL. For example, in URL, and let's say the website should have are in the URL. So now all the, okay, that didn't, let's just search Linux because then there's a lot of results. So then it results in websites that have the word Linux in the URL. You can also search for public listings of files or directories by typing in text : index of /, and that will search for things that with public listings. For example, there's some directory listings on these websites. So you'll see the title has index of, and that's always the case when there's public listing of a website. So, and of course you can search for a specific keyword. So let me search for Linux again, and Google is giving me this annoying reCAPTCHA. Okay, so now we'll find websites that have public directory about Linux. So it's another technique that you can use to search for files on the internet. You can search for exact words by using quotes. So for example, if we search exactly for Ubuntu with quotes, it will just return results with exactly that quote. Now, sometimes people leave things exposed on the internet, like before I showed you with files, but it might also be with database dumps. So for example, index of, and search database.sql.zip, and SQL is a database system, so you can find database dumps on the internet like this. And of course you can add certain search keywords or websites, and you'll see publicly listed sites here that actually have a database dump here. And you can search for something specific. For example, let's say we search for Linux again, and you'll see different results here, but none of the Linux users are exposing their database. But anyway, that's how you can search for a specific file. You can search for example, administration panel. Many websites have an administration panel, so type in title, index of, and let's say we're searching for any websites that has the WordPress admin panel exposed. WordPress is a popular blogging system. So press enter, and you'll see all kinds of websites that have admin. And once you open that, okay, this one is listing all of his files, so that's obviously not a good idea, because then you would be able to browse around and maybe get passwords. So from a security perspective, that's really bad to do. But what usually happens is that you have a login panel with WP admin. These websites just seem to expose the whole directory. So You can find configurations using this technique as well. And you can search for any administration panel, right? So WordPress is popular for people using WordPress. If they use PHP programming language, oftentimes they'll install a program called PHP-MyAdmin. And you'll see, for example, different websites that have that installed. So you'll see, you can open those as well and find information. So you can search for specific files of systems that might be exposed, and of course you can search for your specific target, for example sites with whatever website.com, and it will just search that website for of that system. Now it might be that the website is exposing FTP server. FTP lets you transfer files or download files. So if you type in URL :FTP, you'll find all kind of FTP servers that are exposed. For example, here we have some FTP servers, and that lets you browse around and download files. Now this is just a general research, but of course if you add your target, so site : with your target website.com, it will search target website for any FTP server that's exposed, and you can use this for any of the shown techniques. So for example, you could search for documents or for anything that's exposed on their website.